welcome to Strictly Blizzness remotely.
I think it feels like we went back in time.
I'm back from the future.
It does, because we used to do this, and now we're not in the studio today. Oh my gosh, we are matching.
The one time we're not in studio together. This is how it all began, though, right? We were doing these quarantine game day things, and you're like, "Hey, we should do this."
It's kind of like a flashback.
It is.
Flashback, back in time,
Yeah, kind of holding on all the DeLorean references right now.
You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, just hang tight on them. They're all there. We'll just hang tight on them.
Oh, hang tight could even be one.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll find it. So
yeah, because Big Bark is going to get a hold of this and whoa.
Right.
So we're strictly Blizzness today, looking a little different, trying something out. But we got lots to talk about in a short period of time, don't we?
Yep. So we are off the back of the first home game. And yeah, a little bit of tear, but at the same time, some good tears too. So we want to quickly thank everyone who showed up and came back out for the first game in almost 2 years. So that was pretty cool when the lights came.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I had to leave halfway through the game for a family emergency, but I would second that. We had close to, well, not quite 1,800 fans there. So close to that 2,000 mark. It looked more spread out to everybody on YouTube simply because we had that one section open in the end zone where the party pit used to be. So we had to spread things out a little bit.
Right.
So it didn't look as impressive, but it looked more impressive than the Massachusetts at Louisville game. They hardly had anybody in the stands. I don't think they have fans yet. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I think they do.
Yeah, they had some.
They did. So I didn't get a chance to catch that game. But I have to eat a little crow to start out on the game. I was talking smack before the game, and there's a certain coach at Bismarck. He knows who he is, where I have to give a shout out that he was right. They got the win. I'm just going to leave it at that. It was a good game. It did literally come down to the last play in the game, very last play.
Yeah, and I think you had mentioned the section above the party pit. That's just hard to gauge too, right? Like normally in a normal season we tarp that off so the arena doesn't look so monstrous until we need to sell it, and it's just hard to gauge, right? I mean, Blizzard fans start rallying and we get more comfortable. Like we may need those seats. We did not need them Friday night, but that's impossible to know. So it'll look that way in its current configuration. So, but again, it was loud for that many. So a huge thank you to those of you who were there screaming, and we'll for sure need you on Sunday. And then 4 days later, that was bad math. 5 days later, 4 days on Friday.
We're going to inundate you with Blizzard, the couple
right, yeah.
days here. Yeah, and I heard from a lot of fans because I was in the lobby how thankful they were that they could go out and do things, and they were just so happy to be feeling a sense of normalcy and being back in the game, if you will. So
yeah, it was, and probably the only one, and now everybody will know, but like it was an emotional roller coaster for me throughout the day of all the people saying, "Hey, thank you for sticking it out, you and the Trinklers, and letting us have football back." Because it isn't easy, right? Like it's still not. It's outstanding to be back, but it is still not normal for myself, the owners, and the front office, and Corey. And it's still a fight. But I do personally thank you, all the partners and fans that had reached out and said thank you for being back. It was good to see the fans, regardless of the count. We got to have football and we got to have fans. So,
and it sounded like Ryan said. It sounded great. The other thing is, I know we have interested people out there, and maybe they were in Green Bay or maybe they were elsewhere in the U.S., but we had, right when we opened up the YouTube feed, we had 1,000 fans watching. Yeah. And then we capped out, I think, around 2,000 fans watching, which isn't the norm for our game. So people are ready for football. people are ready to watch the Blizzard and the IFL. So that's great because I know they had a good watch party as well on Saturday's game for the IFL, which was Massachusetts over Louisville.
Yep.
And Massachusetts is our next opponent.
Yep.
And then after Massachusetts, Louisville comes our way. And then after that, we're on the road and the rest of the IFL opens up. So right now it's just us 4 teams playing that we've mentioned so far. And then the rest will start up in that May timeframe.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool. The next 2 are 2 teams that our fans have never seen. So it'll be cool to see those 2 newer teams in the building coming up on Sunday and then Friday.
Right. Absolutely. They're brand new to the IFL. The Pirates have been around. They have, I'll call it a packed team. They've got some pretty high caliber athletes. Familiar
names on there for sure. Yep.
Yeah, NFL names. So we'll see what happens. We have some guys that are injured, but we'll see what this week unfolds because with athletes at this level, I'm always amazed at how fast they heal. I really am.
Yeah, and those 2 coming up are great too. So it's a Sunday 3:05. That's May 2nd, and that's $2 dog, $2 soda. Thanks to shameless plug Festival Foods. And then May 7th is Spy Night. Friday night, double bubble, some different apparel for our on-field folks. Spy Night trivia with prizes.
Can I show my prop, or should I just leave it for that night?
Yeah, maybe Big Bark can flash, but you can. Yeah.
Okay, but I got to leave the screen, so.
You're good. I'll talk.
Sure?
Yeah.
Something else?
I will.
Right,
yes.
I'll be right back.
You're good. So Spy Night's going to be a blast. So the Spy trivia is really cool. So make sure you're paying attention to the video board and the announcer during the game. So at 5 different points throughout the first half, because we want you guys to have a chance to collect your prize, there'll be trivia on the video board that you will then answer on your scratch off card. And the prizes are, thanks to our friends at Marcus Theater, some movie tickets. We have Spy Night game balls up for grabs. Thanks to our friends at Wonder Sign. We have some Spy Night t-shirts, like tuxedo shirts. And then also Blizzard tickets to future Blizzard games are available on the Spy cards as well. And a big shout out to our friends at Asphalt Seal and Repair, who have really gotten involved in any of the crazy theme nights we've gotten to do over the years. So Asphalt Seal and Repair was on the lightsaber. Now they're on the Spy Night game ball. So they come along on the journey with us. So what do you got, Kathy?
Wait, I got to hold it this way. It kind of looks bad on the screen.
That is a neuralizer.
It's a neuralizer. Don't think it's something else. Wherever your minds are going, get back. It's a neuralizer. Because who are
Men in Black?
Men in Black.
Yep.
I got the theme song going in my head right now. So yeah, I'm excited for that night. I really am. I mean, I'm excited for all of them, but that night whenever we deck out for a theme, that always gets more exciting for me. So
tickets are cruising for that one. So get them early, Blizzard fans. And that is the first double bubble of the do-over season. So we expect some rowdy spies.
So I am hoping, and we have to see how everything plays out with numbers and that, but I was hoping for that third game that we could move the front row to the front row again and maybe get some more normalcy in the seats, because I got to admit, sitting in what's the front row now, which is really the second row, it's kind of weird not being right up against the boards. It's really weird.
Yeah. It looks weird.
And did we have any players fall into that first row spot? Because that would hurt. There's nobody to block them right now.
I know some went over the pads, but I don't know if anyone hit the deck there hard. So
okay. All right. Well, hey, I have something that I want to show. We introduced something this last game. I didn't get as many handed out as I thought we were going to with people walking in, because for some reason our fans come in so late.
Yeah.
So I had to be out on the field with the national anthem, which, by the way, we had a soloist at the first game. She was phenomenal. You need to give her a shout out.
Hannah Payne from Ashwaubenon High School Choir.
It was beautiful. She did a great job. And so I'm out in the lobby thinking, oh, I got plenty of time. And then I see, no, I don't. So I had to stop what I was doing and head to the tunnel for the anthem. And what I was handing out were these. And it's going to be kind of hard to see. What's like that. Yeah, there you go. Now, basically what this is this is called something new. It's called Slap It On.
You're like Mr. Wilson. Howdy ho, neighbor.
Oh boy. Oh boy. And here we go. Heidi ho, neighbor. Again with the Heidi ho, like you're back in the day again. I mean,
I did say
you
that.
know what happened when we went the Laura Ingalls route, right?
Yeah. Yep. It did not end well for me.
I have to check on something. One moment, please.
Quiet on set. So these are really cool, and I won't steal the thunder, but these are neat. Kathy will explain these.
I have a cat in my house who just knocked something over, so I had to deal with that. So basically what this is it's like a sticker. So I was telling, it's hard to tell people, hey, do you want something that does AR? And, this will be really cool. You need one of these. I think the thing that worked the best was they're free this week. They're going to be a couple bucks next week. That worked really well. But basically it's a sticker, so it can go anywhere. It can go on your clothes. Yep. It can go on your fridge. It can go on your laptop. It can go wherever. And basically what this set was Lifestyle 77. And it was our Blizzard claw helmet. And basically what happens is every week we're going to have a different video. So when you scan, you have to download we'll have the QR code as part of this presentation, but basically you have to download the Slap It On AR app. Ryan's got one there. You got to download that. And then basically if there's any AR in the area, you'll be able to scan it and see what comes up. In our case, it's a great video for this week. It's just a video introducing you to what AR is. As we go, it's going to include coupons for things at the stadium during a game. It's going to include maybe a meal deal from one of our sponsors that are out there, one of our partners. So there's a lot of different things. We're going to give away cash. I know Ryan didn't know that.
No.
We're going to give away cash. Yeah, so you're going to want one of those to continue to view each week. So put it in a place where you know you're going to see it. I had somebody send me one on their coffee mug that, their water bottle or whatever that they use every day. So she said, that way I know I'm going to keep scanning it till I see something different. So that's a great way to put it. Great place to put it. Put it on your fridge, somewhere where you're going to walk past it and then know. I don't know yet when we're going to change up the video, if that's going to be on a Saturday, a Sunday, a Monday. We're not really sure. We still have to work all of that out. But Ryan, I'll tell you, and you can hit up TNT for this. When I handed it to TNT, I said there might even be sponsors that would want to do giveaways on there. And he said, oh yeah, that makes sense. So I think there might be a TNT special. I'm just saying.
So you ran into Troy in the lobby, I'm guessing.
I did. So maybe you got to be there and every fifth person gets a coupon or whatever. So we'll see. That's all going to unfold, but we're really excited to work with the Slap It On people and Lifestyle 77. They were at the game.
Yep.
And did a great job, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The speaking of the TNT, the first coaches show was last week too, and it was awesome. So make sure you guys stay tuned on social media and stop out when we're filming those. That was a lot of fun. So
yeah, and the two guys that were behind the mics were a little nervous, but you really couldn't tell. But it'll get more and more fluid as they start to interact with one another. So it's pretty cool. So that was a big thing. This was the other big thing that I wanted to show everybody, which leads me into my next segue, which was our merch booth. I know you don't know where I'm going, so
I don't. Nope.
So these were available in the merch stand, weren't they? Or no,
Yes.
not yet.
Yes.
Okay, so these were available. I had one guy in the lobby ask where he could get one because I had it on. And I said, in our merch stand, he said, I'm going to buy those out. And I went, oh, okay. You go right ahead. But hey, shout out to our friends at the Silver Squirrel. Becky and Mark did a great job. Marcus did a great job. Becky, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to come and see you. I was planning on doing that the second half of the game when you were a little slower in there. But that was different, right? That was one of those buses. So
was
I
cool.
think she enjoyed herself.
I think so too. I had said hi a couple times and I couldn't tell if she wanted to strangle me or was glad to see me. Like, because a couple times I was saying hi to a season ticket holder when she had a line, and I'm like, I'm not sure if this is the get in here and help look, Ryan, or hey, it's fun. So
Or
thank
the
you, and
what did you
sorry.
get me into, Ryan? Yeah. Yeah. No, all good, all good. There were, like you said, there were a lot of great positives that happened. It was a close game, which made it fun to watch and continue to watch. I mean, it's a low scoring game, really, until that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Um, they were pretty much neck and neck, and then boom, it was over.
Yeah,
Literally.
you're right. None of the score 14 points or more offers were activated. However, Blizzard Nation that was in attendance, way to get rowdy for the kicker. So I'm pretty sure the distillery offer went nuts for missed kicks there. So you did a thing there. So
It was awesome, and Brabazon Law got a lot of
yeah.
flags. So we got to read that PA read quite a bit because there were a lot of flags during the game.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
think
sure
Mark was
Shane,
trying to figure out creative ways to say it because there were so many flags.
so hopefully Shane felt it was worth it.
Yeah.
So that's fabulous.
Yes. Not the amount of flags, the amount of shameless
Yeah.
plugs for Shane.
Yeah, the plugs. Anyway, I was a little disappointed though, because when I first came out and before we introduced Nick Petrano to everybody, I asked, when I say big bark, you say, and it was like a woof. It sounded like a chihuahua wolf, which is more like a so
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you people need to get out there and support us. And I want to hear a big resounding when I say big bark, you say
Woof.
there you go. So, I know I heard Mitch and his crew from the cold front screaming it. So I know they watch the show. It doesn't count that your mom watches it and a friend of mine watches it, because we need.
Thanks, Mom.
Yes, thanks, Mrs. Hobson. Appreciate it. So yeah, those were, I think, all of my topics. Now that I did this on screen, I'm kind of sorry I did.
Yeah. We can't neuralize them and make that from.
I can't neuralize them.
Unfortunately.
Maybe when I hold it up, Drew can like flash my screen.
Flash.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so the big thing was you need to get. Well, now it's blank, but you need to get what Ryan's holding up and what I'm pointing to. You need to get those because we're going to be doing special AR presentations through those. And every week, the plan is that there will be a new video. So every time you scan it, it's going to look a little bit different. And, you know, if it takes off, then we're going to do maybe a collector's set for the year. What's nice about them is you can unpeel it, stick it, unpeel it, and it just stays sticky. So they don't like us to refer to another company that has a similar product where you would take your head and you would, you know, that's in their name. So I can't even mention it. Yeah.
Got it.
You can figure that out. But
Like
yeah, but this has the AR attached to it. So the AR is the cool thing. You can scan on the Lifestyle 77 one as well to look at all of their skee ball products for home. Meaning what? Oh, yeah, you can have a skee ball in your home.
100%.
You can have a holy moly in your home.
Yep.
So all good stuff. If you guys weren't at the game, you need to come to a game, because some of the stuff that we're talking about doesn't make any sense because it doesn't show up on the YouTube feed.
Right.
So the holy moly was part of a commercial though.
Yeah, that you'll see the commercial for. Yes, they have YouTube commercials. But you won't get to see it like and get to play it like you did at the game. And you will get to play Holy Moly at future games as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So they were in the lobby, people were playing games. It was good. It felt good. It felt good to see a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while, even pre-COVID. And then it was great to see our fans back. And, you know, everybody wanted to sit and chat. And I'm like, I got to hand these out.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was all good. What else you got?
We nailed. Those were the big two. Recapping what's coming up are two really fun ones. So a matinee with hot dogs and sodas. And then Spy Night is going to be a hoot.
1, 2, 3, 3.
What? Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't go anywhere with that. So, like that.
You're going to look like an owl.
Yeah,
Or...
the owl that used to figure out how many licks to the Tootsie Pop thing. No, I think you did good, and we did good. I'm excited to see all the cool stuff to come from Slap It On. So,
I am too. There's so many neat things we can do, and for those of you that are partners with us out there, this is something where whatever you give us to scan. So we didn't use this logo on purpose. We put our logo on something else because if we had used this logo, anytime that logo would be scanned with the app,
yep,
it would show the video. So we want this to be just, special to the people that come to the games. But that's the cool thing. Now that you have the Lifestyle 77 logo, anytime you would go to scan it, their video would pop up or new information would pop up. So it's a really cool tool for those of you that are out there in the restaurant business, because maybe you want your standard logo out there to be scanned with AR, and you could upload different things each week, family specials, meal specials, drink specials, whatever the case might be. So it's a really cool thing. It's new to the Midwest. I think we're one of the first ones to use it here in the Midwest, but it kind of reminds me, and Ryan, I'm sure you did this, because you're a Pokemon fan.
Gotta catch them all.
You gotta catch them. It's the same kind of concept, right? It's the AR associated with that type of experience. That's really more along the lines of what it's like. So, all right, now, are you ready for the production? Because we're going to end with the production, which when we do Zoom, it's more of a production.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am taking my right hand. So you take your.
It goes this way, doesn't it?
Is that your right hand?
No.
So pick up your right hand.
Yep.
And now come to the center. No, the center.
That is the center on mine.
I know, but that's our Go Blizz. If we come, we virtually, See? Yeah.
I didn't even say Go Blizz. You hurt my brain.
So, well, that's our production for today, coming to you live from my kitchen and Ryan's hallway.
I'm in a banquet room because I didn't want the phone ringing in the office. So,
so he's over at D2. Another shout out. All right. So I think that's it for today. We love you guys. We'll see you next week after another great game. And ready?
Yep. Go Blizz.
Go Blizz.
Don't forget to like, follow,
subscribe,
share,
and ring that notification bell to get all of our content in your inbox.